down to first pitch here at PNC Park. It's the Reds and the Pirates. Next. With the Roberto Clemente Bridge in the background, there's a look at the city lights of Pittsburgh, PA from high above PNC Park. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of three between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pirates. Buenos noches, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to Baseball on the Show on this Cinco de Mayo. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, and as you look at the numbers here, we've still got a guy looking for his very first victory on the season. Ideally, he'd have one by now, but some of it's been his own problems, and some of it can be attributed to the lack of run support. But however you look at it, you know he'd love to get that first W under his belt.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cincinnati Reds as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. Billy Hamilton will get his first opportunity now, currently sitting in fourth place in the National League in stolen bases. Todd Frazier will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first. Ready now on 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
And the run will score as the Reds strike first to lead it 1-0.
And that's a good job in that situation. You'd love a base hit, but hey, the bottom line is you've got to produce a run, and he did.
Jay Bruce will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. Here it comes, 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got a better matchup on deck here with 2 outs. So on 3-1 now.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Reds 1 and the Pirates nothing. A look there at the starting lineup for Clint Hurdle's Pittsburgh Pirates as they'll line up this way. Starling Marte will take his first cuts of the ball game here. Pedro Alvarez will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. 1-1 on the way. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
And it's been a less than amazing start to the road trip, too. They've won just 1 of their first 4 games, so they'll be looking to turn that around here.
1 inning in the books here. It's the Reds 1 and the Pirates nothing. Marlon Byrd will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5. Starling Marte will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
He waits, now the pitch. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Well, you can tell he thought he had him.
I thought he had him too.
Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Now another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Daniel Cortino step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once
We'll join this one here in the bottom of the 6th, already in progress. Pause, now the pitch, and a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order. Francisco Cervelli will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. 3-2, here it is. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More ahead from the North Shore right after this. Joey Votto will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. Been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th. Gregory Polanco will stand in. He homered back in the 2nd inning of this one. Here's the 1-1. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that one is out of here. Planted into the right field bleacher. Solo shot to right center. His 2nd of the game. And it gives the Pirates a 2-1 lead.
Boy, for how well he's pitched so far, it's hard to believe that he could stand to be the losing pitcher, but that's the scenario he faces now as he serves up the lead on this home run.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. J.J. Hoover will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7. Stepping in now, Jordy Mercer. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. ready with the 2-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Now the 1-2. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. And this is going to get between Hamilton and Bruce and head out to the wall. Around first, digging for 2 now. And he'll pull in there with a 1-out double.
Well, he made a great pitch on that 1-1 count to get it to 1-2, but then he tried to go right back to that same pitch, and this time the location is not nearly as good as the last one, and it's turned around for 2 bases.
In now, Starling Marte. Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop, Cozart. Throw gets him, 2 down. So an unfortunate turn of events for him here as he's going to be forced to leave the game due to injury. And hopefully it's nothing that keeps him out of commission for too long. Sam LeCure will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Number 63, Sam LeCure.
Josh Harrison will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. 1-1 pitch on the way. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Here comes a 1-2. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Cozart is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Pirates 2 and the Reds 1. Marlon Byrd will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Brian Pena will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Brian Pena.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Pirates lead this one in front of the home crowd here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh as you get a look at our line score to this point in the contest. And it looks like we're going to have a move for a pinch hitter as it's the left-handed hitting Skip Schumacher that starts to loosen up in the on-deck circle. One pitch is lifted in the air out to right. Polanco will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, Sam LeCure.
Brennan Bosch will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 27, Brennan Bosch.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. And now the runners will get a head start here with 2 away.
And that's an important factor, too, because that's the tying run over there at first base. So he's likely scoring on an extra.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. It's the Pirates 2 and the Reds 1. Brian Pena will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Brian Pena.
Sean Marshall is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Sean Marshall.
Eugenio Suarez is also into the game as he takes over at short. And here is Andrew McCutchen now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Here it comes. And this is pulled hard but foul. They brought their gloves for that one out there. Here's another 0-2. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
1-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll get back there to make the catch in front of the screen as they retire their man here for the second out. Neil Walker will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Trio is on the way. That one's in there, 3-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Now a swing by Walker as he powers this one high in the air out to deep left field. And that ball is gone. Blasted into the bleachers in left. Solo home run here for Neil Walker, and it's given the Pirates a 3-1 lead.
You have to wonder now if this home run might wind up being plenty here to get the job done. That'll make this a 2-run ball game here in the bottom of the 8th, and that could be more than enough to finish these guys off.
Into the box now, Francisco Cervelli. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 3 and the Reds 1. Billy Hamilton will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Lays off 2-2 now.
Yeah, that's a good pitch there. That thing tried to come back, but didn't quite get there.
Here he comes on 2-2. And the 2-2 is taken the other way on the ground to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Yeah, it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard. And even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Brandon Phillips will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. The 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. 1 out, nobody on. Here's another 1-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, he'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Into the box, Joey Votto. Oh, he got his fastball that time as this one sent into right center. That's a base hit. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
And now as a pitcher, you have to remind yourself that that runner out there, he means absolutely nothing. You're up by 2, so if he scores, hey, no big deal. You just can't let anyone else get on.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. He's ready now. The pitch. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt. And as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment. And as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
Here he comes, 3-1. Taken, called strike 2. And now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Well, remember, you don't have to throw him a strike with first base open. But a walk would bring the go-ahead run to the plate.
Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. They're ready to raise the Jolly Roger. 38,000 plus on their feet at PNC. Oh, this is hit hard toward second. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy. And he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes.
I know this for sure. There's nothing left for her. No, I spent it all up. No change left for the cat.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Hump Day, everyone. As we hit the halfway point of the week, let's take a look back at Tuesday's news and results. In the National League Central, the Reds matched up against the Buccos at PNC Park, and it was the Pirates who came away victorious. The score was 3-1. Gregory Polanco was phenomenal at the plate, picking up 2 round trippers. Garrett Cole earned the victory on the hill, tossing a complete game gem. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the NL. The Dodgers paid visit to Miller Park to match up with the Brewers, and it was the Dodgers who came out on top.
Counting down to first pitch here at PNC Park. It's the Reds and the Pirates. Next. With the Roberto Clemente Bridge in the background, there's a look at the city lights of Pittsburgh, PA from high above PNC Park. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pirates. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this NL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the 2 starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
Billy Hamilton will get his first opportunity now. Currently sitting in 4th place in the National League in stolen bases. We'll jump ahead now to the bottom of inning number 1. Pedro Alvarez will dig in now. And he's come through in many a situation like this, currently 4th in the National League RBI race. Three and 2, here it is. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Stepping in now, Neil Walker. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Marlon Byrd leads things off now in the top half of the second. We'll move forward now to the bottom of inning number 2. Francisco Liriano will stand in, and you have to figure that he'll likely be swinging the bat now. Here's the 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now, but when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Starling Marte will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. Ready now on 1-1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Zach Cozart will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. We'll move ahead now to the top of inning number 4. Todd Frazier will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Here comes the 1-2. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Here's another 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. You can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Full count pitch on its way. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. So unfortunately, it looks like he's going to come out of the game now with an apparent right shoulder injury. That's always concerning, so hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. Steve Lombardozzi is off the bench now as he'll take over at second following the injury.
Second base, number 23, Steve Lombardozzi.
Marlon Byrd will dig in. He singled his first time around. He's set, now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Here comes a 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
2-2. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to deep center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Reds leave one on to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Francisco Cervelli will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. Gregory Polanco will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. The 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Now the 1-2 goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Cozart retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Into the box now, Jordy Mercer. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. But fortunately here, no advance. The 3-2 pitch. Now this pitch is lined into left center field. That's a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. On the indecision costs him big time as he's out trying to get back to third.
Yeah, and that is such a helpless feeling out there as a base runner. That's the old, oh boy, how am I going to get out of this one? And of course he's not going to get out of it as they wind up putting the tag on him heading back to third base.
Standing in now, Francisco Liriano. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. One left for Pittsburgh. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. Devin Mesoraco, who get the first chance here in the inning for the Reds. After him comes Jay Bruce. Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5. Josh Harrison will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. 1 run, 6 hits. And no errors so far for the Pirates. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch there, 3-2. It probably would have been ball 4, but I'm not sure if I could have laid off that one either.
Into the box, Andrew McCutchen. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
Here he comes on 2-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
One pitch on the way. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that
one. 1-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but foul. He'll try again. 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
In now, Steve Lombardozzi. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. He's set, now the pitch. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, base hit. Now the relay home. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead.
Nothing gains momentum more than a 2-strike, 2-out RBI. He just stays with his ball nicely. That'll fire up the whole dugout.
Francisco Cervelli. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. From the stretch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Here's the payoff pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And he is in there. And that's going to float the runner from second as this is now a 3-1 ball game. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Pirates 3 and the Reds 1. Billy Hamilton will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Marlon Byrd will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Here it comes, 2-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here comes a 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple. Score holds, it's 3-1. Burke Badenhop will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 25. Burke Badenhop.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Billy Hamilton will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. A 1-1. Swing and a shot toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ballgames, and he's doing the job here.
Francisco Cervelli will stand in. He was thrown out trying to leg out a double his last time. 1-1 on the way. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Here's the 2-2 offering. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. There to play it is Phillips. Throw gets him, 2 down. Gregory Polanco will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Ready with the 2-1. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2. Lined hard to center field. Hamilton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Todd Frazier will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
There's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Ball 2.
And one thing he definitely did not want was a long at-bat here to start the 9th inning. This could really jeopardize his complete game ambitions.
2-2 pitch on the way. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You gotta make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
The next 3-2. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now after the leadoff walk, that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So let's see if they can use that as a springboard to a big inning.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in now is Marlon Byrd. A runner at first with no outs here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The 1-2. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. Marte will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Devin Mesoraco will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
The 2-2 coming. On the ground to third. Lombardozzi on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And, guys, victory wouldn't have been possible for the Pirates here without the start turned in by this man, Francisco Liriano. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
Francisco Liriano. His record is now 4-0.
La música de Harry Fraud.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello, baseball fans. Before Thursday's action gets kicked off, let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. In the National League Central, the Reds visited PNC Park to play the Pirates, and the Pirates came away with the win. The score was 3-1. Francisco Liriano gave the bullpen a day off, turning in a complete game effort in the win. The Los Angeles Dodgers paid visit to Miller Park to match up with the Brewers, and it
First pitch moments away in Pittsburgh. It's the Reds and the Pirates. Next. Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pirates. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this NL Central Division matchup. Alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's run through what's happened so far as we wrap up this 3-game set.
Well, you see each team with a victory so far. Last night's game didn't feature a whole lot of offense. I have a feeling we're going to see a few more runs cross the plate in this one.
All right, Eric. Steve will join us in a moment, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cincinnati Reds, as their starting 9 tonight will look like this. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys, as his numbers are on your screen. Billy Hamilton will get his first opportunity now. Currently sitting in 4th place in the National League in stolen bases. We'll jump ahead and pick this one up in the top of inning number 3. Brandon Phillips will stand in. He grounded out his first time. The 1-1. This ball will be chopped foul. Now the 1-2. Swinging a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. Marte will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Chris Stewart makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Andrew McCutchen will dig in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to take the lead here in the early going. The 2-1. Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. Hamilton is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Pirates strand a couple. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Joey Votto will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Jay Bruce will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Burnett checks. Now the pitch. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And heads up down there as he just had to cover up as this skips right over his head. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, do you want a wake-up call as an infielder? How about this one? That's just a duck and cover there.
All right, Pittsburgh.
Into the box now, Marlon Byrd. And there's ball 2 now.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
2-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Once again, a 3-2. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Boy, and he's been all right up to this inning, but the wheels have really come off the bus now. He gives them a run here on the bases-loaded walk, and he's not getting any closer to getting himself out of this mess.
Devin Mesoraco will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here he comes on 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Boy, you start to feel for him out there on the mound. Getting tough to watch. And what's surprising is that he's still even out there.
Zach Cozart will try it again. He flew out his first time. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And that ball is out of here. It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Oh, nowhere to put him. You can't walk him. You can't pitch around him. So he has to come in with something right here. And boy, this guy was just lying in the weeds waiting for this pitch. And this is the big salami right here.
Time to pick this one up now in the top of inning number 5. Devin Mesoraco will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here comes the 1-2. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And that's going to plate the runner from second, and it's now a 7-1 game.
I think that man right there will tell you. This curveball's a mistake with 2 strikes. Look, he leaves it up. It's right over the middle of the plate, and it's hammered for an RBI single.
Zach Cozart will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Here's the 1-1. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here comes a 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here now the 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Now on 3-2, you got to go with your strength.
Hit hard toward the right side, and a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Reds 7 and the Pirates 1. Chris Stewart will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings. And, you know, it's pretty safe to say that anytime you give a guy 7 runs of support here in the first half of a ball game, he's probably going to be okay out there. And he gets the first out of this inning here.
Pedro Alvarez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Chopper, foul. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. 2-2 pitch on the way. Oh, and he drives one into deep right center. And it ain't coming back. This ball is gone. He comes off the bench and promptly sends it right out of here. A solo home run for Pedro Alvarez. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's a 7-2 game now.
Well, yeah, his first hit of the series here, and he makes it a good one, all right. As this one clears the wall by plenty, and back in the dugout, you can imagine he's probably saying, it's about time.
Starling Marte will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. DK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a solo shot for Starling Marte, as it's now a 7-3 game.
Now making back-to-back home runs for these guys, and that's their 3rd of the ball game all told. They've really put this guy through the ringer out there in the first half of this game.
Standing in now, Steve Lombardozzi. Out he gets a pitch up as he swats it into right field. It's a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Andrew McCutchen will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And I think this rain is definitely complicating matters out there. It's really coming down over the past 5 minutes or so. And you know, when you're out there blinking and trying to keep the water out of your eyes and the rain's dripping off of your helmet, it's making your grip really slick. It's a tough situation for any hitter to be in, and it's no picnic for the pitcher out there either. But he was the strong one in this case and won this battle.
And that's through into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, and with still 2 outs here in the 5th, you know they'd like to at least get this guy through 5 innings and give him a shot at a victory. But you also don't want to jeopardize too much of this lead because ultimately, winning is the main thing.
A 2-1 offering. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Here's the 2-2 home. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. The 2-2. Here we go. Hit high and deep out to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Reds out in front, 7-3. Brad Lincoln will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. Tony Cingrani will stand in now, and given the big cushion he has to work with on the other side of the scorecard, he'll go ahead and hit for himself here in inning number 6. Joey Votto will stand in here, 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. 7 runs, an equal number of hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And a bouncing ball, foul. One, two. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, this is the 2nd time he struck out so far, and this is a type of ball game where, you know, it's wet out, the field's slippery, it's a little muddy. Who knows what can happen if you just put the ball in play?
1-1 on the way. Now a high bouncer toward the hole. Look at the spin. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Corey Hart will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th. 3-2, here it is. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Jose Tabata will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. 1-1 pitch on the way. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. The 1-2 with 1 away. Now this is lined into left field for a base hit. And he continues to hit the ball well, as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Chris Stewart will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Sets the 2-2 pitch. There's a line drive out to left center that'll carry over the head of Cozart. It's short, a base hit. Now a long throw to 3rd, and he is in there. Francisco Cervelli will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And our right-handers begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Bird is there. Let's see if they test it.
Well, he's going to wind up with an RBI on this ball, but I got to think that he was imagining extra bases after this ball left his bat. That's a nice play out there in the alley to run it down.
Into the box, Starling Marte. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. We're through 6 full. It's the Reds 7 and the Buccos 4. Jared Hughes is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Jay Bruce will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th. Steve Lombardozzi will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck. And he swings and hits this ball high in the air and deep to left center field. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball. So 1 away in the inning now for the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen. Here comes the 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. That's hit sharply past the mound and on into center field for a 1-out single. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Josh Harrison will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And he'll get back in safely. Payoff pitch coming. This is hit sharply to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
And remember now, you've got a guy on first base that loves to run. And if he's on the move right there, this is going to be a double play. So luckily for them, he wasn't breaking that time. So in that respect, they might have caught a break.
In now, Jordy Mercer. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And Bruce will make the catch, and the inning is over. Pirates leave 1. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Zach Cozart will stand in yet again, and if you weren't with us earlier, let's take another look. This was back in the 4th inning with the bases loaded. A grand slam, and definitely the big blow of the ball game so far. Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Corey Hart will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Now the pitch.
Here we go.
And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. Manny Parra will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning.
Now pitching for Cincinnati.
Jose Tabata will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this one misses now to the Pirate right fielder. 2-1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Now a ball lined toward right center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Just a fantastic catch out there by the outfielder. And the one guy that's more excited about it than the guy who caught the ball is the pitcher. He knows that that one could have been extra bases.
Chris Stewart will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Gregory Polanco will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. There's a line drive out to left center that'll carry over the head of Cozart at short at base hit.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. Pirates strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Vance Worley come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. Steve Lombardozzi will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready now on 1-1.
Here we go.
And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Hamilton is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Andrew McCutcheon will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. The 1-2. And he didn't quite get all of it as this is lifted in the air out towards left center. And he'll make the catch there to end it, and the Reds have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over.
Oh, that is just straight gas on the final pitch. 100 miles an hour as he comes in to finish this one off.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree, he made the biggest impact out there.
No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Pirates, 4 runs on 11 hits.